Hi, I'm Chuck Dorr. I'm the owner of Dig Garden Shop in Brooklyn, and today's topic is going to be how to grow succulents on your wall. All right, so our first method that we're going to do is these containers that are available. It's basically PVC that's been made specifically for growing. They've hollowed out the areas in here. This then goes on the wall this way. So I'm going to show you how to plant this today. So basically what we're doing is taking sheet moss and we're putting that in there in no rhyme or reason other than what it's becoming is to hold the moisture in here. We're then going to take one of the succulent samples, and since this is wider than is available in our slot, we're just slowly going to just take a little bit, shave this off just a little bit. Oh, and we have a baby here growing, which will be great for our growing. And then we're going to squeeze this a little bit just to make it so it actually fits in our slot. So we're actually putting it in like this, and we're pushing that down in the corner. Then we're taking other soil and we're going to put that in next. And so what we're doing is doing a plant, soil, plant, soil. Then we're going to use something called Spanish moss. And Spanish moss is an air plant in itself. It grows wild for trees in Florida and everything. But it makes for a great filler, and it also doesn't hold as much moisture. Taking a bunch of this Spanish moss and tucking that in. It's doing, not only is it a nice visual, it's holding this plant inside these troughs, keeping the plant where we want it and decorative at the same time. Here's our finished product, which is just a way of hanging succulents on the wall, not taking any space up in your apartment. It can go on a wall, any wall that is sunny enough, 2 to 3 hours, and you've got something that's watered from one end, drained out the other end, taking it off the wall to do that since it doesn't want to drip on the bottom, and then just rehanging. If it should be going the other direction, you just turn it upside down, and again, as I said, it makes for a great centerpiece. Another way of having succulents from your wall is something that takes a little longer, but is also a great way of investigating wall space that is kind of unused in your apartment. This is a wood frame that's available, and it's been made with just a pine frame. These can be painted or anything that you like. What happens here is they put this grid on to actually hold the soil in. So again, since they want this grid and it's hard to get in, you're going to just basically putting in your soil in this. And on this one, I've created soil that is more of a peat. If you go with just pure cactus soil, it's too porous. So you need some sort of a peat base, which just holds moisture a little bit more. These were jade plants. You make an area for that jade plant by putting that in the hole and covering that up. So you'll do this a few times. These babies were taken from this, cut off from the tops of these, started in that soil, and this plant will eventually be a vertical garden very similar to this. Succulents are a really easy thing. You shouldn't be afraid of using them. The worst that could happen in any of these projects that we did today was that you just simply replace the succulent should it not live or want to play nice with the other ones. So thanks for watching.